Hey there, Slaters! Slaters, did you all enjoy learning about the spatial body parts of animals? Wonderful! Children, in our last session, we understood how animals like horses, cows, fish, and camels use their spatial body parts to survive in different conditions. Slaters, in today's session, we will continue learning about these animals and their spatial body parts. So, Slaters, you all must have seen cow, buffalo, and bull, isn't it? So, can you all tell me what do you see on their heads, which they use for protecting themselves? Correct, horns. Cows, buffaloes, and bulls have two horns on their heads. This they use to protect themselves from enemies. So, Slaters, let's learn more about horns from the textbook. Please turn to page number 39. Ready? Please place your finger on the text as we read. Animals such as cows, buffaloes, and rhinos have horns. They use their horns to protect themselves. Children, horns are paired structures which protrude or extend out from the animal's head. True horns are found only on cows, goats, and sheep. The horns are made of bone and covered with special hair. You all also must have observed these kinds of structures on deer. Deer do not have horns, but they have antlers. Antlers are made of solid bone. Children, horns and antlers are used by males to fight with other animals. Let's continue reading from the textbook. Birds and insects have wings that help them to fly. Birds have beaks too. Beaks help them to catch and hold food. Most animals have a tail. Animals such as cows use their tails to drive away flies. A monkey uses its tail to swing from one branch of a tree to another. A squirrel uses its tail to climb trees. Water animals use their tails and fins to swim. Slaters, let's underline some new words. Underline the word beaks. B-E-A-K-S. Beaks. Beak is a horny projection from the jaws of a bird. So, Slaters, you all must have seen beautiful flock of birds flying high in the sky, isn't it? So, which part of birds help them in flying? Very nice. Wings. Wings are an amazing body part which helps the animal to lift off from the ground and fly. It is known that birds have descended from a form of dinosaur. The first bird was possibly Archaeopteryx. It is a winged creature which might have been able to show true flight. The shape of the wings also plays an important role in the flight of a bird. Short, rounded wings help the bird in having a takeoff. Long, pointed wings gives them speed. Long and narrow wings help in gliding. Along with wings, birds have beaks too. You all must have observed that different birds have different types of beaks. Some have sharp straight beak, others have sharp curved beak, while others have small and strong beaks. These beaks differ based on the food that they eat. Nectar feeding birds have long, thin and curvy beaks, while the fruit and seed eating birds have curved, strong and pointed beak. Now we all know that most of the animals have a tail. They use this tail in many ways. Tails are used for grabbing, holding, balancing, and for protecting. Animals like monkeys use their tails to grab onto the branches of tree. These tails are called prehensile tails, while other animals have non-prehensile tails. Animals like cows and buffaloes use it for shooing away those annoying flies and insects. As these animals do not have hands, they use their tails as a swatter to keep the flies away. Children, other animals like fish use their tail for swimming. Some lizards have a unique way of using their tails. They use their tail to escape or move away from the predators, from their enemies. In case the lizard is trapped, they break away their tail and the lizard run off, leaving the predator with a tail. The lizard later grows a new tail. Pretty amazing, isn't it? Wow! Learning about the spatial body features of animals is so much fun. Children, just like these spatial body features, animals also have different ways of eating their food. Let's check on the different ways in which animals eat their food from the passage in the textbook. What do animals eat? Animals depend on plants and other animals for food. Animals such as cows, goats, and rabbits eat only plants. They are called herbivores. Animals such as tigers, lions, and crocodiles eat only the flesh of other animals. They are called carnivores. Animals such as crows and bears and also human beings eat both plants and the flesh of other animals. They are called omnivores. Animals such as hyenas and vultures eat the flesh of dead animals. They are called scavengers. Slaters, let's underline some new words from this section. Underline the word herbivores. 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 Herbivores means the animals that eats only plants. Underline the word carnivores. 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 Carnivores means the animals that eat flesh of other animals. Slaters, also underline the word omnivores. 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 It means the animals that eat both plants and animals. Slaters also underline the word scavengers. 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 Scavengers means the animals that eat flesh of dead animals. So, Slaters, we know that animals are divided on the basis of the food they eat. Those who eat plants are called herbivores. Now, can you all tell me few examples of herbivores? Very good. Animals like cows, buffaloes, sheep, giraffe, zebras, snails, and rabbits are herbivores. Now, can you give some examples of carnivores? Wonderful! Animals like cats, tigers, lions, crocodiles, and cheetah are carnivores. So, Slaters, some animals eat both plants and meat. They are called omnivores. Omnis means all or everything, and vor means to eat. Now we know that we are one of them, isn't it? Children, apart from human beings, crows, bears, and raccoons are also omnivores. Furthermore, some animals feed on other dead animals. They eat on leftover dead bodies. These animals are called scavengers. Children, the word scavenge means to find unwanted waste. Similarly, scavengers like vultures, ants, and hyenas find the unwanted dead animals and feed on them. Slaters, scavengers play a very important role in keeping our environment clean. In their absence, the planet would have been covered with dead, rotten, and decaying dead plants and animals. So, Slaters, with this we end our today's session. Today we learnt about wings, beaks, horns, and much more. Let's quickly recapitulate what we learned today. We understood how animals use their tails, wings, beaks, and horns. These special features of the body help them in many different ways. We also got to know that animals can be divided into groups based on the food that they eat. Herbivores are animals that eat plants. Carnivores are animals that eat flesh of other animals. Omnivores are animals that eat both plants and animals. Scavengers are animals that eat flesh of other dead animals. Slaters, we also came across new words like beak, herbivores, carnivores, omnivores, and scavengers. Children, I would like you all to learn these new words and its meaning. I will meet you all in the next session. Till then, goodbye. Thank you.